Oh, now as far as the second topic I brought up, it was a video that someone posted that I shared. It was of a lady. I think she was like 103 years old, and she was talking about how things were when she was coming up when she was young, talking about picking cotton, getting picked up from her home 3 o'clock in the morning and working to 5 o'clock in the evening. And it just got me thinking, man. That they that group there, that generation there, man. I mean,
They were
we,
slaves.
yo. I mean, that
They
I think
really didn't have a choice.
agree, but what you know what though, Nike? It just makes me say
They
two
worked them
things.
people, man, till they died.
They
Some of
died.
those people worked until they actually fell out dead in the
Now,
field.
agreed, and that's the extreme. But Nike, I think that we have become complacent. Also, we don't. I think enough of us don't grind and fight, and you know what I mean. I don't think we fight like
We
we.
survive, man, and we do what we do what we have to do to survive, right?
Mm,
We
mm,
live in a system that is totally against our people,
mm,
right?
mhm, mhm,
So we have to live, and it doesn't matter what kind of job you have,
mhm,
what
mhm.
kind of status you think you have. uh run in the wrong neighborhood, jog down the wrong neighborhood,
That's right. We
you know
just
what I
saw that.
mean,
Yeah.
or drive down the wrong neighborhood. You know
Mhm,
what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter. You could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor. They don't
mhm.
care. You
Right.
got that melanin, you got a
Wrong
problem.
place. Right.
so
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so that that has a lot to do with
Mm,
why we are the way we are. We're in survival mode most
mhm,
of the time.
mhm,
like
mhm.
like i like I always say, we're that hamster that gets on that wheel, and we can't get off, because if we get off, we ain't gonna eat.
Well,
We
but
running,
Knight,
running, running. We ain't
but
gonna have
Knight,
nowhere to
but
live.
I guess
Running,
what
running,
I'm
running.
also saying is that enough of us, more of us need to get on that hamster wheel because I see a lot of us, just looking for the shortcut, man. You don't agree with that?
Nah,
That
no. That
a lot
hamster
of us,
wheel is killing us, man. That
no, but
hamster wheel is killing
Knight,
us.
but we have a lot of us that are just kind of sitting back chilling. Now, and now that's not the majority. That's not the majority.
But
But
the people I think that are sitting back and chilling, I
it's a
have
small
compassion for
percentage.
some of those people, just because they haven't had the opportunity to see what's past their front door. You
Mm,
know what I
mhm,
mean? The
mhm.
only that they only see
What they've
what's
seen. Right.
directly in
Right.
front of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have blinders on that was not put on them, themselves. Most of those people were born with those blinders on,
Mm,
because those
mm,
blinders are passed from generation to generation.
mm. So you
So
saying that the value of hard work, a lot of ones that are kind of sitting back chilling, you're talking about don't understand the value of hard work because
yeah,
they don't
that
see it.
that and plus they don't have the tools in order to
They don't think they have the tools.
they don't think they have the tools,
Right.
right? And
Right.
if
No,
nobody tells them
I agree.
that they have the tools,
And they don't
and if
have. Yeah.
nobody shows them that they have the tools,
Mm.
then you
They don't
don't
have.
know what you don't know, right?
True, true,
So
true,
you,
true.
you, you
Now
know,
I can run with that. I can run with that 100%. If you don't know what you don't know.
right,
And like I said, thank God, it's a small percentage, but it just
right,
made when I saw that video, it just made me say, now that is hard work. You know what I mean? That is hard work. I
yeah,
mean, they went through so much for us, to get us to
right.
where we are, to give us the ability to sit back. You want
Now
to read it?
that's what gets me frustrated.
Which what night?
There's so many. I mean, there's so many people who fought for us,
Mm-hmm.
who lost their lives for us. There's so many people that you know did whatever they had to do. You know what I mean? In order to
That's right. Get
move
this.
us forward.
That's right.
And some of us still just sitting back,
Mm,
like
mm,
like we ain't in an urgent situation,
right.
or like
Right.
people didn't actually fight for them. Like
Right. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
fought for you, and you here and you won't even fight for yourself. What's
Yeah.
that? Like,
But so do
I
you
don't.
think
That's the part that I don't understand.
so? But you know what though, Nike, apply the same thing that you said though. You know, some of them they don't know what they don't know. So is it the fact that they don't know their history, or we're so far removed from the people that did the fighting that they don't realize what was done on their behalf? You know what I mean? Why would they then? I mean,
Right,
because at
right,
this point, though, part of it is the mentality. And we hear it all the time. This generation, and not only this generation, it's the entitlement. You know, some of us feel entitled, like I'm supposed to have this. Where
right.
does that come from?
That comes, but because we are, and we talked about this on the last show about like the Gucci and
Mm,
all of this stuff. We have been brainwashed to think uh that stuff is what is successful,
mm,
right? And this that'll be a good segue into our next topic. But the thing is, there's a machine at work,
mm, mm,
social media,
mm,
cable TV, all Facebook. You
mm,
know what I'm saying?
mm,
All of this shit is constantly programming. And you know what? And it's been a plan from the start.
mm,
What do they say when they come back from commercial?
mm,
Now we get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
They telling you.
yeah,
They
I
telling you.
agree, man. And that right there, though, and like I said, though, thank God it's not the majority, but that right there, if it doesn't turn, I mean, if we don't, but again, it's the smaller percentage, and I
This
think
percentage
that
is growing though.
see now I go the opposite way. I think that the percentage is getting smaller. I think we are starting to realize that things aren't as hunky dory as maybe we thought. You know what I mean? I think
No, we always knew it. We always knew it.
but I think, but
Since
see,
the
but again,
50s. Since
well,
since
see, what I
the
think some of us got
1800s.
lulled. Some of us got lulled to sleep, thinking that we made it and everything was good. But I think
Right.
that the things that has
Right. That's
happened,
exactly,
you
yo,
know,
you hit it right on the
recently,
nose.
so
Right.
now we're starting to realize that okay, we still have a little way to go, and
Right.
this fight is not over. So
Yeah,
that's
this
why I
fight is
said,
just starting.
I
You
mean,
know
and,
what I
and
mean?
well, again, because there's some that
We
feel like
took some baby steps. I'm not saying that, but we still got
we still got a long way
miles
to
to
go.
go.
Yeah, we still
You
got a
know?
long, right, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that we do realize enough of us starting to realize that even those of us that made it realize that they can't just take their resources and move away from black folk and think that they're good. No, they,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
still
Right.
you still gotta
Right.
represent.
Because like I said, if you got this melanin,
You still a part of it. Yeah,
you still black,
yeah,
and that's how
still
they
with
gonna
us.
look at you. It
That's
don't
right.
matter what kind of fancy degree you got.
Mm,
It don't matter. It
mhm.
don't matter how much money you make. It don't matter. You
Now,
know what I'm saying?
Lynette said, however, there are some lazy people and don't value a day's hard work, and that's what we talked about. There are some people like that. Again, it's the smaller percentage, but they do exist. She also
Right.
says a lot of us are overworked and we're tired, and sometimes the expectations are higher on what we're expected to do in the
Exactly.
workplace. Agree, agree,
Exactly.
agree.
Agreed.
We always say that we have to be better.
Yep.
We have to be better. But so all right. Anything else on that one, Nike? Ready to move on?
Yeah, that's a good segue into that other topic
Last
that we
topic.
had, the definition of success.